The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Good morning, Macomb. I'm Reggie Terry.
And I'm Sean Jameson. Welcome to Good Morning Macomb. Today is April 28th.
We have a great show today. This weekend we have great events going on around the campus and the community. We have the details along with 2 live interviews coming up.
Plus, we go behind the scenes with the quarterback here at Western Illinois University.
Really cool there. And an Uber flying taxi. I don't think I believe it, but we have that story ahead as well.
I don't believe it either, Red. But first, let's throw it over to NEWS3's chief meteorologist, Devin Biggs, with a first look at weather. Devin?
Definitely a cloudy start here across Western Illinois. It's pretty much only going to get worse later on today. Basically, all we got is some clouds right now, so not too bad to start off the day. And look at our temperature. Really cool to start off the day. 45 degrees. This is something with early spring that we normally expect for this time of year. Not late spring or anything of that matter. Our current surface map, look what's coming our way. We got some rain that's going to be moving in here across the region coming up within the next few hours and days. Coming up, I'll let you know when that rain will show up and how much we could get. But first, we're going to send it back to Sean and Redrick.
Devin, thank you very much. We'll speak to you a little bit later. Well, WIU University Dance Theater is showcasing their semester's work starting tonight at the Hainline Theater. The
annual Spring Gala concert will take place tonight, Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. A matinee show will be held Sunday at 2:30 p.m.
Now, the show will feature performances from faculty and students. Tickets can be purchased at the box office, but the event is free with your student ID.
Also happening this weekend, the Macomb and WIU communities are bringing a table game to life, all for a good cause.
That's right. The second annual Foods for Families tournament is this Sunday at Veterans Park in Macomb, starting at 2 p.m. The cost is $40 per team.
The event is organized by the WIU Department of Recreation, Park and Tourism Administration, as well as the Macomb Park District. All proceeds will go toward the Center for Youth and Family Solutions, which serves children and families in need. In more local news, a recreational facility south of Macomb needed a new bridge for hikers.
And instead of spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on contracting a new bridge, Hornfield Campus reached out to an organization right here at WIU. NEWS3's Emily Manley headed out to the bridge and has the story.
Hornfield Campus has 92 acres of trails and green space, a high ropes course, and now a new bridge. Student worker Kyle Salz walks across the new bridge with comfort, knowing he doesn't have to worry anymore.
So when I was hiking along this one, I could feel it, that it was like bouncy really badly. And so I got underneath it and saw it was rotted out.
The old bridge was not safe. Before Western Illinois Construction Management Association made it out to rebuild the new bridge, the old one wasn't much. It was made from 2 trees.
There's 2 trees put together, side by side, parallel to each other, and then there's probably 20 2x6s that were spread out along it, so there was planks. I don't think there was posts or railing or anything like that. So.
But the new bridge has railings, new posts, and is a safer way for hikers to cross the path. President of WICMA, Kathleen Perkins, says building the bridge gives the students a great feeling while also teaching them about the real world.
A lot of freshmen and sophomores don't have experience, so to be able to go in and do some construction work like we did on the bridge or do some demo work like we've done on other projects, that kind of gives us a little bit of an experience before we go farther into our career.
And while the hands-on experience was an advantage, the best part for WICMA is the feeling of a job well done.
It's just so cool to create something out of nothing.
Kyle Salz says that there is at least one more bridge out at Hornfield campus that needs to be renovated. WICMA intends to complete another bridge in the fall.
It's a cool story, and this is a really cool story as well. Your Uber is arriving, but you may want to look to the skies.
Uber plans to bring flying taxis to Dallas and Dubai by 2020. Uber is partnering with aviation companies to develop the flying vehicles. The technology is brand new and largely unproven.
But Uber does say that flight is the future of its business. The rideshare giant also said the cars will help in areas with busy traffic, and the fare will be the same price as Uber X. Really interesting.
It is quite interesting. From metal in the sky to metal on the ground, a Montana welder is doing what he can to make make people's days a little bit better.
That's right. Fun characters like Bullseye, Mr. Potato Head, and the Minions can be seen on a country dirt road in Shepherd. Keith Jesperson makes them out of propane tanks and posts them in front of his gates for everyone to see.
The mechanist welder says people who see them sometimes leave heartwarming notes to express just how much they love the characters.
Now, Jesperson started making characters as a hobby 2 years ago.
A really sad story now, Redrick. High C lovers have to say goodbye to the drink at McDonald's. The Golden Arches chain will begin phasing out the beverage on May 1st, according to WGN out of Chicago. They say all locations will stop carrying the drink after July. Redrick, I know personally this is hard for you.
This hurts my heart, truly. The chain is introducing a new proprietary beverage called Sprite Tropic Berry that will be served exclusively at McDonald's locations. It's all a part of the company's partnership with Coca-Cola, and I'm really sad about this. I cannot lie.
You were drinking the High C Orange yesterday.
Yesterday,
I don't think you knew.
Yeah.
I don't think you knew
on
the
the way
news
back
yet.
to Springfield, and I came in and they said that, and I'm sad.
Switching gears to football, we already showed you the WIU football spring game highlights earlier this week, but what about behind the scenes communications between the quarterback and his team?
This is really cool. WIU Athletics mic'd up quarterback Sean McGuire during the game. Here's it.
How you doing? Good, good. How are you? This guy. How you doing, man? How you doing? Hey, what are we doing? I'll do it. I mean, I gotta have the adrenaline lift you because you're like 330 pounds. Hey, we need a positive play on first down here. Need a positive play on first down. Let's get rolling. Here you go. Hey, Joker 39. White 20. White 20, set. There you go, there you go. White 20, set. He got lucky. He got lucky. Let's go!
Sean McGuire.
Let's go, man! Yeah, come on! Yeah! Oh, that's a first! That's a first! That's a first! What? Good job, Coach! Coach! No.
Hey, Brett.
What? Why you gotta do that? Hey, huddle.
Just to try to get one. And then third down, I could actually huddle if it was incomplete.
That was my fault. Because I went to that, I thought, don't do it again, because I thought maybe you wanted the Frisco side.
Well, you...
That's baloney! Let me get it. Whoa! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Another great job by WIU Athletics with that inside look. Of course, the Leathernecks will be back in action at the end of August.
That's right, and that will be when they start the season off with a matchup against Tennessee Tech.
Moving on to track, a 101-year-old woman won gold at the World Masters game in New Zealand on Monday.
I love this story. Mancour wowed an unsuspecting crowd with her 100-meter race time of 1 minute and 14.58 seconds. She was the oldest participant in this year's race and the only person in her age group to compete.
She has also entered the 200 meters race and the shot and javelin competitions and they're scheduled for later this week. Kaur says she will keep rocking.
Keep on rocking indeed. When we come back, we have the director of Genesis Garden in the studio to tell us about their upcoming fundraiser.
Stay tuned. You're watching our award-winning show, Good Morning Macomb.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a Leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. Genesis Garden has been working toward building McDonough County's first ever emergency family shelter for over a year. Joining me this morning is Director of Genesis Garden, Will Wetzel. Will, thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So, tell me about the Gutta Gala coming up this Saturday.
This Saturday, we're having our second Gutta Gala from 5 to 8 p.m. Suggested donation of $10. We'll have food, non-alcoholic beverages, and we'll have a good time. And it's to showcase all of the work we've done over the past year to our family emergency shelter. This has been a $100,000 project, and we're getting really close to finishing everything we need to do before going to plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
And I know the house was in pretty bad shape when you first got it, so can you describe maybe the changes or some of the biggest improvements you've done?
The biggest improvements have been replacing a new roof, replacing the siding, which was about $50,000, plus a lot of interior framing, completely gutting the house. We've spent probably $78,000 on various parts of this project already.
Wow, so with what you're doing this weekend, is there any special activities planned, or is it just showing off the house?
It's just showing off the house. Like I said, we'll have food, we'll have beverages. It'll be a good time, and you'll be able to see all the progress that we made. The last time we did this a year ago, we didn't even have the house all the way gutted. Now you can look through the walls, and there's not a breeze coming through. There's not holes in the roof or holes in the walls.
So how far away, or what's the time schedule here? When do you anticipate being done?
Well, our next step is HVAC, plumbing, and electrical, which all has to be done by professionals. So that should take. Hopefully, we go out to get quotes by the 15th of May, and hopefully we accept, and they're done by June. And then after that, it's just hanging drywall. So hopefully by the beginning of next semester in August, we're ready to open.
Have you started to think about how you're going to feel once the shelter opens, or?
Yes, I'm going to be very happy. And one of the things a lot of people don't know is we are continuing to provide homeless services as the shelter gets done.
And what aspect of the home are you most proud of?
Just getting this project off the ground.
Yeah.
It's McDonough County's first family emergency homeless shelter. It's going to be the first emergency homeless shelter, and it saves us and keeps families together.
So how is this process going to work? How does a family essentially apply to be in this house?
It's not really an application process. Our partners in the community, anyone can call us at 309-326-3075 if they ever suspect someone's homeless or needs help. And then we will fill the rooms, and then over between 90 and 100 days, we'll do what's called intensive casework, and we'll focus on everything from employment to education to food, health, making sure that these families get the basics, and then hopefully helping them to launch into their future life.
How many families would this house be able to hold?
We'll be able to hold 2 families of 4 to 6 people, plus our main office, and there's 3 people in my office.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Well, thank you for joining us, Will. It's been great having you. Coming up after the break, Chief Meteorologist Devin Biggs will be in Storm Team 3's Weather Center next with a look at the weekend forecast.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land, happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about NEWS3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. NEWS3 has really taught me to believe in myself and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Devin Biggs.
And welcome back to Good Morning Macomb here on a very cool morning here across the Midwest. Take a look at our temperatures. 44 in Davenport, 39 in Des Moines. But look off to the east, it's a little cooler at 56 degrees in St. Louis and also in Louisville and 50 degrees in Indianapolis. Zooming in here at home where it's not much better here across western Illinois. Again, 55 is our temperature in Macomb, 43 degrees in Burlington, and looking down to the south where it's warmer, 52 degrees in Beardstown and 53 degrees in Springfield. So, and Peoria is also talking 49. So it's actually pretty cold, chilly out there compared to what we are used to. So in fact, for this morning, I was actually wrong. We're actually around average for this time of year. So for the morning low, not too bad. But also looking at our high, I don't think we're going to hit that today. That's 67. We're not going to hit that. So it's going to be a little cold out there. Maybe have the light jacket handy if you're a little more, if you get a little more chilly than some other people. So yeah, we're not going to get close to that record high of 88 either. I know, yeah. So Midwest Weather Tracker, look at this precipitation that's moving in off to the northeast. The cloud cover moved in earlier this morning, and the rain will be moving right behind it. So have the umbrella handy, have the rain jackets handy, and have the rain boots as well, because it's going to be a wet one across the region, and it's going to be wet over the next few days. And yeah, we're talking inches of rain, and that's quite a lot for this region. So our future cast for today, again, showing that rain that will be moving through across the region for today. Tonight, that rain will continue to move through. This model does not does not do its justice well. I think we'll have more rain that will be overspreading the area tonight, and tomorrow it will really be overspreading the area as we look into our day on Saturday. So what are we going to expect? This is over the next 3 days. Over the next 3 days, we're going to be seeing up to 4 to 5 inches of rain here across the region. In fact, some areas here across the region in central Illinois could be seeing maybe 6 inches of rain. It's hard to say. The models are still disagreeing a little bit, but the general agreement for us here at home in Macomb, Illinois, could be seeing around 4 to 5 inches of rain. So flash flooding could be possible. I have not been aware of any flash flood watches, but please keep an eye on that. That could change. So our highs for today will basically be in the lower to middle 60s. So again, not too shabby for this time of the year. Looking ahead towards tonight, we'll basically be in the upper 40s to the north, lower 50s to the south. And looking ahead towards our forecast tonight, rain will be likely today, as we saw on the Midwest Weather Tracker earlier. A high will be of around 60 with winds that will be out of the southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Looking ahead towards tonight, the rain will continue to be moving in across the region with a low of 49. And our 5-day outlook. Talk about rain, rain, go away. We have a lot of rain coming in over the next few days. Again, 4 to 5 inches, so it's going to be rather wet. But look at Tuesday, we'll finally say goodbye to the rain and maybe a warm up finally. So yeah, have the rain boots, have the umbrella, have whatever it takes to stay dry handy, because you're probably going to be needing it over the next few days.
I think those allergy sufferers don't mind the cooler temperatures either.
Yeah. Pollen counts have not been good over the past few weeks.
Thank you very much, Devin. Well, still to come, I will sit down with the director of a very important play that will be headed to WIU this weekend.
More on that next on Good Morning Macomb.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay. But remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. You taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about NEWS3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. NEWS3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
And welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. Western Illinois University will be showing the play The Mountaintop tomorrow night in Simpkins Theater. And joining us now is the director of this great play, Laura Hosk, joins us now. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about this play, Mountaintop. What is it about for people who don't know?
That was a sign from God. The Mountaintop is a play written by Katori Hall. And it premiered in 2009 over in England, and it won the Olivier Award, which is similar to the Oscars, in America. And Martin Luther King Jr., as we know, he was assassinated April 4th, 1968. This play takes place just after midnight, April 4th, 1968. So it's just in the hours right before he's murdered.
How cool is it to be able to tell that very important story?
Oh, it's just fascinating because when I was growing up in Chicago suburbs, I just hit my microphone, I apologize. When I was growing up in the Chicago suburbs, okay, this is the man who did the I Have a Dream speech. This is the man who led the Civil Rights Movement, but you don't learn the things that what made him a man and what made him be the hero that he is. Right? So doing the research on this project and just working with the actors and working with the black community, it's completely mind-blowing that we don't know more about him. And so that's been my favorite part.
Now, how long have your casting crew, you mentioned them momentarily, how long have they been preparing for this?
Well, Christopher Martin, who plays Martin Luther King Jr., and I have been talking about doing a project together for a couple years, and he proposed this in October. And so I read it, and then we got the approval. We're doing it as an independent study, so we got the approval in November to go ahead with it.
And you mentioned your casting crew. How fun has it been working with them through this process?
Oh my God, amazing. Jayla Williams-Craig plays Kamei, who is a maid that comes in the motel where Martin Luther King Jr. is staying. He ordered coffee, and then Kamei enters bringing the coffee. That's all I'll say. You'll have to come see the play. But She's just fascinating. She's a senior in the theater department, and Christopher Martin is a third-year grad student. So, and I'm also a third-year grad student, so it's been wonderful. And our crew is all amazing, the designers.
So as director, you know, obviously we talked about how important this story is. Does that add any pressure to you to really want to be able to tell the story the right way?
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's nerves because I'm a white woman, in case you can't tell, and you know, I want to be able to do justice and honor to the importance of this man, to the black community, and also just to the world. You know, his message is Gandhian. It is, you know, it's so important in America and universal. So there's nerves that, oh, I'm going to make him too funny, or I'm going to make it too dark, too morose. So there's a conscious awareness of that, you know, in every choice that you make.
So what was your favorite part of putting this show together?
Last night was our final dress, and it's so fun to see the magic come together. Much like this show, you guys are all giggling backstage and talking about, you know, Orange High C. So when you're working together and you get to know your team, there's such a bond. Yeah. So when you have your magic moment, the audience is there, and that's when it happens.
And speaking of the audience, what are you most looking forward to showing the audience with this play?
My goal in the play is to show that Martin Luther King Jr. was human. Yes, he was martyred. He was 39 years old when he was assassinated, but he was a dad of 4 kids. He hid his Master of Divinity, but he had a life. He was a chain smoker. He wore holy socks. You know, he swore like a sorry, that's what they say in the play. So he was human, and so what that does for us as an audience member is that we're humanizing this hero, knowing that we too all have it in us to become heroes. We all can become heroes. We don't need to wait for some larger-than-life man to come and save us. We can save ourselves.
We look forward to the play this weekend. Good luck, Laura Haas. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will be right back to wrap up Good Morning Macomb after this.
Hillary Dunn was convinced that Western Illinois University would invest in her.
My classes, friends, teachers, and activities have had a tremendous impact on my time here.
Hillary's passion for learning and helping others will lead her down a successful path.
Whether I choose graduate school or missionary work, I'll serve to the best of my ability because I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'd have to say it's just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment. And I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly. They welcome you right when you walk in the door. And you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories. But yet you just get such a real-life experience here at NEWS3.
By the way, a quick word about that play. All proceeds will go to the WIU chapter of the NAACP, so a good cause indeed. All right, Devin, final weather time, and my walk to the studio was kind of gloomy. Will we see sunshine anytime soon?
Not this week, and I'm sorry. Look at our 5-day forecast. Look at this. Too much rain for the next 4 days. That's unbelievable. 4 to 5 inches of rain. It surely is April, so April showers bring May flowers, and we're definitely seeing that. Tuesday we'll be seeing some sunshine and warmer temperatures as well. So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, thank you, Devin.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We will see you on Thursday for Live at 4.
Until then, follow us on Facebook or find us on Twitter. Just search News 3 WIU.
And from all of us at News 3, have a good morning, Macomb.